Where did she go?
The paper called and said something about a last-minute assignment, she said.
What, did you send somebody with her?
Well, I didn't think that was necessary. We're short a man here today anyway, and I had to maintain surveillance on the house.
Do you have any idea where she went?
Listen, I could call the city desk. They'll know for sure.
Well, sure, if they're the ones who called her.
Paul, really, you don't think anything...
Look, I don't know what to think. Harry, how could you let her go out like that with no one with her?
Sorry, Mr. Kendall. We had no way of knowing. The message from Mr. Benedict came garbled, and we didn't get the word until later than we should have.
City desk, please.
Incidentally, Mr. Benedict's orders are for you to go on.
Yeah, you mean leave here without my wife?
You'll make the necessary arrangements for her to meet you later.
Wait, this is Dorian Lord. Listen, did you send Pat Kendall out on an assignment this morning? Never mind why I'm asking, did you? You did? Yes, where? Yes, okay, fine, thank you. There was an emergency city council meeting, and they had no one else to send, so they sent Pat at the last minute.
Great. Harry, look, send the guy over there to City Hall and get her to get him back here right away.
Now, look, Mr. Kendall, I've got orders to take you to the airport.
Look, I don't give a damn about your orders. I'm not leaving here without my wife.
Listen, I could pick her up in my car.
No, look, that's all right. I want her to have protection.
Look, I'll send a man along with him. In the meantime, you better get yourself packed up, because that military transport is waiting for you at the airport.
It'll have to wait. Dorian, hurry, okay?
Please, Paul, don't you worry about a thing. I'll bring her back in a half an hour.
Hey, Sergeant, send a uniformed officer with this lady? Yeah. Look, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. It's not your fault.
Well, I'm sure she'll be all right.
Yeah, well, I better do some packing.
Becky, where are you? I heard a man's voice. Who's with you?
Kelly. Becky?
It's my husband.
What were you talking about?
I'm married, Richard. I've been married a long time, before I came to Lansview. I'm sorry. I wanted to tell you, I just couldn't.
Becky, what are you saying?
I ran away from my husband, and he's here now. I gotta stay with him. There's nothing either one of us can do about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go on to Europe, Richard. You can still make that plane this afternoon. Please just forget me. Just forget we ever knew each other.
Becky, where are you? What's going on? Talk to me. Becky, you just can't call me up like that. Becky?
You heard the lady, sonny boy. Now just stay away from my wife. Or I'll whip you into the middle of next week. You got it.
Becky. Oh, Polen, you done just fine. Hey, little girl. Leave off with all that stuff, all right? Things ain't so bad. Look, ain't such a bad fella. Gonna take care of you real good.
Leave me alone.
Just trying to make things a little better for you, Becky.
Just don't touch me. I did what you told me. Now don't you ever touch me again.
Becky, honey. I'm your husband. Husband's got a duty to his wife. It's like a wife got a duty to her husband. Now, all this while you've been gone, I've been thinking about you. Thinking about you a lot. Thinking how it'd be when we got ourselves back together.
Oh, please don't. Dr. Reynolds called, and he said it was nothing earth-shaking, and he was going to try and catch you on afternoon. afternoon round.
Good, good.
Oh, and the great one stopped by to see you.
I can't imagine who you're talking about.
Anyway, I think that he's mellowing because we had a nice little chat. And he told me that he's kept the same secretary for a whole week.
Wow, that's a new record, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly is. Anyway, he wants to see you as soon as possible.
Did he say what about?
No, but he had a patient file folder under his arm, if that's a clue.
No, we're not consulting on anyone at the moment. Why don't you call him and tell him that I can see him sometime early this afternoon? Early afternoon.
Okay, will do. Meanwhile, please sign these and work your way through these formalities.
Oh, good, good.
Judy? Oh, hi. Carla Hall. Here. Dr. Craig is in his office and available whenever Dr. Scott can drop by. Okay? Yeah. Thanks. Well, let's see. We have corned beef on rye and tuna salad. What would be, Doctor?
Well, since this hospital cafeteria here made its reputation on its tuna salad, I think I'll try the corned beef. Thank you.
And here's a pickle sent with love. Isn't that romantic?
Great idea. I mean, a picnic right at the hospital. Thank you.
Well, you know, I thought about it when I was getting back from riding. I mean, it was just such a beautiful day. And I thought, well, there's that beautiful man working his heart out at the hospital. What can I do for him? And we did have a great time at the last picnic. So Mrs. Hopkins helped me fix this up. Oh, and some sassafras tea.
You got sassafras tea, kitty?
It's milk. But Mrs. Hopkins sends her regards. And she's really happy for us. She wants us to come over one night and have dinner with her to celebrate.
Right. All she has to do is give us a time. Come on, how was riding?
Oh, Peter, it was just marvelous. I mean, I just can't begin to tell you. There was this little old jolly Irishman who ran the stable. And at first he insisted that I walk around the stable with this really docile horse.
But you impressed him.
Well, I must have, because then he gave me this beautiful chestnut gelding. It must have been at least 16 hands.
Well, come on. Horses don't have hands.
That's his height, silly.
Okay.
Tall. And his name was Acorn. And he rode like the wind. We went on these trails in the woods. Oh, I'll tell you, Peter, when my hour was up, I mean, I just didn't want to get off. I could have gone on forever. Incidentally, he was a jumper.
Did you do any jumping today?
No, but Mr. O'Neill said, "That's a mighty fine jumper, lass. You think you might like to try him on the jumping course sometime?"
And what did you say to Mr. O'Neill?
Well, I said that I was delighted. So tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, I have a date with Acorn. Peter, I'm so grateful to you.
What did I do?
Well, you gave me the courage to ride again. You urged me on.
I urged you?
Well, yes, of course you did. I mean, you told me that it was the healthiest thing that I could do.
Wait, look, what I probably said, because I try very hard not to push you into doing anything, was that it's very important that you look at something and decide whether or not you really want to do it. And if you want to do it, just do it.
Well, I mean, it really doesn't matter now. I mean, I've done it, and I feel incredible. And it's all your fault. Don't you see, Peter, that your love and your strength have given me back my life? I hope you don't mind my just, dropping in like this.
No. Glad to have the company.
Sure?
Yeah, sure. How many times do I have to tell you?
Well, I just thought maybe you held lunch with Dr. Shepard.
No.
No, I do not. And her name is Pamela. Pam.
Oh, right. You keep reminding me. I feel uncomfortable, you know. I mean, she's so much older.
She just turned 30.
Well, that's older, isn't it? You know.
Maybe to you. Anyway, Pam and I very seldom have lunch together because our schedules just don't jive very well.
But if you could, you would, right? I mean, you know, you see each other 3-4 nights a week. It only stands to reason.
You disapprove?
Oh, no.
Good.
You, like Pam quite a bit, do you?
Yes, I like her very much. We enjoy each other's company very much.
Yes. And
that's all. Look, if it ever gets any further, you will be the first one to know, I promise.
I hope so.
I promise.
No,
absolutely.
No, I mean, I hope that it goes further, you know.
Oh, you like her that much, huh?
Oh, yeah, I like her a lot. I'm afraid you might have some competition, though, Dad.
Oh?
Yeah. I mean, I think Tony Lord's really trying his best to take Pam away from you. Oh, Dr. Craig said, please, to go right in.
Hold all those calls for a few minutes, will you?
Yeah.
Yes, come in. Oh, Jack. Thanks for coming down. Sit down. Thank you. What can I do for you?
I think it's more a matter of what I can do for you, Doctor.
My test results?
Yep. There's a diagnostic summary together with a prognosis on the front page there.
Well, Jack, what's to be done with me?
We'll discuss that later. Right now, I need to run a series of angiograms on you, Doctor. They're waiting for us, Doctor.
What waiting for us? I have afternoon rounds in a half hour.
I asked Bill Reynolds to cover for you.
Oh, boy. Well, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Correction, Mrs. Hall. You'll be taking the rest of the day off.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment. Now, wait a minute. You're telling me that Tony Lord and Pam Shepard...
Item. Well, maybe they're not an item, but you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean.
Well, Tony, he loves Pam, and she kind of, you know, turns on to him, too.
And when's all this been happening?
At different times.
I didn't even know they'd gone out together.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him at Tony's place, you know. You know, whenever she's there, Tony just kind of turns up and makes sure that her order gets in right away and things like that. It's very obvious to me.
Well, listen, let me straighten something out for you. A, Pam and I do not have any kind of understanding. So it's not a matter of anybody taking her away from me.
Oh. I just thought...
You thought that Pam and I were having an affair?
No! Dad, I didn't say that.
There's something wrong.
No, you... Gosh. Okay, you and Pam are friends. What's B?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, me? I think that you're more worried about yourself than you are about me.
Well, why do you say that?
Because of the way you feel about Tony.
Wait, how do you know how I feel about Tony? Wait, how all of a sudden did this conversation just get turned around to me?
Look, all I said...
I know what you said. And the point is that Pam Shepard is just a very nice lady, and I get good vibrations when I see the two of you together, and I hope something comes of it, and that's all.
And you would do everything in your power to promote it, because that way you could keep Pam away from Tony, right?
You just impossible.
Now, wait a minute. Now, you brought it up.
Yeah, you're just twisting the whole thing around.
Why would I do that?
Because you don't approve of my relationship with Tony.
Oh, you said there was no relationship with Tony.
Well, if there were a relationship.
Okay. If there were a relationship, no, I wouldn't approve.
Why?
Well, given the difference in your ages, I think that it wouldn't have much of a chance of working out. Arnie, look, you asked me. I'm sorry. I couldn't say what you wanted to hear.
You finished your dinner?
Yeah? Let me have one more bite. I got another patient coming in just a minute, you know. Arnie?
What?
I'm sorry we couldn't talk more.
Sloppy coleslaw.
Here you go.
Yeah. I think we said all we
Arnie,
could
got
say.
no... Are you mad at me? Don't be mad at me. Please. Kiss. What? What?
You're crazy. Should be the guy. Oh. All right. Oh, I can't close the door. Oh, you're crazy. Good.
Tony Lord, Pam Shepard. Tony and Pam.
What do you mean she isn't there? They said she was going to the city council meeting.
She did, and I'm calling from the city council hall right now, but before I got here, the meeting broke up and she left.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. We're all trying to check, but so far we haven't had any luck.
When did she leave there?
According to the guard at the front door, she and the man with her signed out a little bit before noon.
What man?
Well, the guard didn't notice. He was just aware that she was with a man. He just assumed that he was her driver.
My God.
Paul, listen, I'm sure she's all right. Now, I'll just keep checking around here and see if I can find out anything more.
Do that. Call me back, all right?
Harry! Yeah, where's Miss Kendall?
I think they've got my wife.
All right. There's an unmarked car parked out in front.
Police effect.
Who knows? The point is the place is staked out.
And when you called Kendall's office, they said he'd left for the day. Why'd he leave so early, Barney?
How should I know? Guy's a big executive. He can come and go as he likes, I guess.
Except, what if he found out we're after him?
Come on. We made that end run up to northern Michigan. We left a trail a kid could follow. They probably think we're in Canada by now, or maybe even Europe. Listen, we're not stopping now.
But if Kendall's in that house, they've got it staked out.
They're still away. Look, behind the house here, there's an alley that runs the whole length of the block.
And there's nobody there?
There is, until 6 o'clock. Then a squad car comes around back, picks the guy up here, then brings him around to the front where they meet their relief.
So for 5, maybe 10 minutes, there's no one there. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Going by. I just want to answer some questions about Becky. I just can't make out any sense out of any of this. I don't know what's happening. There are pieces missing.
But Becky didn't tell you where she was calling from?
I asked her. She said she didn't want to see me, and she didn't want me to come and talk to her.
Are you sure that she meant that, Richard?
I don't know. She was upset. She was crying on the phone. I don't know. You know, I got the feeling that she was calling from somewhere nearby. I don't know why. It's just a hunch.
Look, you checked all the motels in the area, didn't you?
Most of them. But you could be anywhere. She could be at somebody's house, somebody's apartment. She could be at a hotel. I mean, she could be any number of places.
Well, she could be a long ways away.
Did she tell you anything, Melinda?
No, I just thought that anything is possible.
Yeah, anything is possible. I mean, especially if she's married. Like she says, I agree, anything is possible.
You don't think that she's telling you the truth?
Oh, I don't know, do you?
Well, Well, Richard, you told me that every time you brought up the subject of marriage, Becky kind of balked at it, right?
Well, not exactly balk.
Well, she put it off, didn't she?
Well, it's true, Richard. You know, I heard her tell Mrs. Hopkins a lot not to hurry with the dress, that there was no rush.
Yeah, and then she decided instead of getting married before you went to Europe, she wanted to do it after she got there.
What you're saying is that she was dragging her feet because she was already married.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Richard, did you say that there was a man with her when she was on the phone?
Yeah, there was a man, not very pleasant. No, why did she lie to me? All she had to do was tell me that she was separated or divorced or whatever.
Well, maybe he wouldn't give her a divorce.
Oh, come on. This is America in the 1970s. She could have asked me. Just asked me all sorts of things. We talked about everything.
Yeah. Except about her past.
She grew up very poor. She was practically illiterate when I met her. Hardly any education at all. I was a Princeton man. She was ashamed, that's all. That's the answer.
Look, let's go back then, huh?
But if she was telling...
If she's not married, who was the man that was with her when she was talking to you on the phone, huh?
How the hell do I know? I mean, at this point, I don't know anything. Except that she loves me. I know that she loves me. She wouldn't do this of her own free will. Now, you know that. You know that she loves me. You were a good friend of hers, Melinda. She loves me, doesn't she?
She does love you, Richard, very much.
Yeah. I mean, feelings like that, you can't just change that overnight. But if she loves me, why is she doing this to me? Why?
So when I finally got a hold of the man who runs the riding stables, he said yes, it was true. Melinda did show up yesterday, just right out of the blue. She checked out a few horses, and then she signed up for a regular riding session, 3 of them a week at 8 o'clock in the morning. What's more, he said that she was good. Can you believe that? She was a little rusty, but he thought that she was good.
Was Melinda a good rider before the accident?
Yeah, she's good, but that was 8.5 years ago. I don't think she's been on a horse since then.
Of the two of you, who was the better rider, you or she?
Well, I was the better rider. I was always more athletic, and Melinda was she was the very delicate one. My mom and Dad thought that she was a child prodigy.
Was she?
I don't know, maybe. Anyway, I guess I didn't much like all the attention that they gave her, and so I insisted that I should have music lessons too.
How did that work out?
It was awful. It was just awful because I don't have any musical talent, really. So I concentrated on being a good horsewoman and some other activities.
Did you get Melinda interested in riding?
Yeah, I guess I did.
Why?
Well, I guess I wanted to show my parents that there was at least one area in which I was better than my sister.
The day that Melinda had the accident, were you both out riding, taking jumps?
Yes. Yes, you were. The area that we did most of our riding had a lot of jumps, and at one point I made a turn to go for the highest one, and then Melinda followed me, and we took the jump together. God, somehow she fell.
Somehow?
I know it was a foolish thing for me to do, Will, and I have regretted it every single day of my life, but I didn't mean to hurt my sister. I swear I didn't. Of course, she thinks that I did it on purpose.
Dorian, why do you suppose Melinda is taking up riding again?
make your call.
Right. Here you go. Thank you.
Surgery many times. This procedure. Coronary bypass surgery, Doctor.
You've already decided that I need surgery, haven't you?
And you don't think so?
I don't know. It seems to me that you could stabilize me with some medication.
Oh, my God, Jim. Not you of all people. Medication and follow-up?
Oh, come on, Jack.
What we have here sitting in front of us, staring us in the face, is hard evidence. Hard evidence. What you need is surgery, Doctor. Radical surgery.
Why are you getting so hot under the collar? Because I'm a doctor, I'm not entitled to know what my options are?
Yes. Yes, you're entitled to know what your options are.
Good.
Which means, yes, we can stabilize your condition with medication for a short time.
What do you mean by a short time?
I don't know. Angiograms, X-rays, and fluoroscopic films in the world, and I still wouldn't know. I believe you better start thinking quite realistically about your condition, Doctor.
Well, make up your mind to it. Ain't nobody do anything about it.
Busy. Means he's there.
It means somebody's there. Listen, we've still got 20 minutes. There's plenty of time. I want you to wait a couple minutes and then call back.
Where are you? Are you all right? We've been looking all over for you. Leaving messages, people running around town. No, I didn't hear from Dorian. Well, maybe she's been trying to reach me. Thompson, who? All right, look, never mind. Where does he live? Okay, that means you're about 5 minutes from here, right? All right, get in the car, come straight home, don't stop for anybody or anything. You hear? I'll explain when you get here. Right. Hello?
Oh, anybody there?
He's home, Bonnie.
Are you sure?
You think I'd ever forget that voice?
How is he?
Touch and go. It'll be that way for a while, I'm afraid. Thanks for assisting me last night. It had to be 2 of the toughest hours I ever spent in a while.
You're more than welcome. Did you get any rest?
I stretched out for about an hour, but I never could sleep.
You must be exhausted.
I'm not just physically exhausted, Monica. I was lying there thinking about all the years I've known David Hamilton, and I could hear his voice saying, I'm your friend, I'm loyal, your friend, over and over and over.
Yeah, well, I didn't get much sleep either. I just lay there, wishing I hadn't been the one to give you the bad news.
As hard as it is to take, it's a lot better than walking around trusting somebody who's stabbing you in the back. How could I ever be so blind, Monica?
You just answered your own question. You trusted him.
So all I could think about was, David ever really my friend?
Well, you know what I think?
What?
I think when David started buying up all this land and making all that money, that became more important than a friendship. Or anything else.
I'll find that out when I see him. He's going to answer every little question I got, and I got hundreds of them.
I still wish you wouldn't go over there.
I got to, just as soon as I can get an hour out of here. You were right all the time, weren't you?
Seems that way. But right now, I wish I'd been wrong. Especially when I see what it's doing to you.
Betrayed is an ugly word, Monica, and being betrayed by somebody who's pretending to be your best friend is even worse.
Yeah, I know. But I wish when you do go over there, you bring someone along with you. Jeff.
No, this is a private meeting between 2 old friends. And one that David Hamilton will never forget.
Yes, no. Good morning. Dorrie, I'm surprised to find you here. You were starting your shift where I left last night.
Yes, I know. That shift has a way of turning into an all-night shift. We had a series of emergencies, one after another.
Well, in that case, you're going to be glad to take a break, so why don't you take off and I'll take over.
I must just check on a patient.
Is the patient list? Oh, my, we're crowded, are we? Corbin? Lamar Corbin?
Yes.
What happened?
He had a recurrence of his old symptoms.
Oh,
We
no.
brought in an ambulance last night.
Oh, Dorrie, I don't believe it. Is he going to be all right?
Well, there's no definitive prognosis yet, Bobby. They're running a series of reps and tests on him now.
Who's handling the case? Dr. Dante?
No, Dr. Levine.
Huh. That figures.
Does it? Why?
Well, I mean, because of all the rumors that are going around the hospital about Mrs. Corbin, Dr. Dante. I mean, that's obviously why Dr. Levine is
Stop it.
handling the case.
I'm sorry, Bobby, to be short with you, but I'm very tired. But if I catch you discussing these rumors with anyone ever again, I'll report you to Dr. Hardy.
Good morning. Isn't it a gorgeous spring morning?
I hadn't really noticed, Leslie.
Oh, you should notice. It's wonderful. It's warm and it's full of promise.
And it has just given me a terrific idea. You want to hear my terrific idea?
Yeah, sure. Okay. I thought that I would talk to Rick and ask him if we could leave this evening to spend the weekend at the lake.
Oh, great. Oh, that's fantastic. You two need to get some rest. I mean, you and Rick have been working so hard. A change would do you some good.
I wasn't talking about just the 2 of us. I meant the 3 of us. You're always included in our plans.
Oh, well, thanks, Leslie, but I don't want to go.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Laura, don't tell me nothing is the matter when I can obviously see that something is the matter. I know you remember.
I just don't want to go anywhere, that's all.
But why not?
Do I have to have a reason for everything, Leslie? I just don't want to drive up to the lake. Why is that so strange? Isn't Rick coming down for breakfast?
He's not here. He had an emergency at the hospital last night. He called after you went to bed and said he'd try and get some sleep there. Have you had any breakfast?
No, I'm not hungry. And please don't think that's strange or peculiar, because it's not.
Laura?
sweetheart. I had hoped after that nice talk we had last night you'd be in a better frame of mind this morning. I'm in a fine frame of mind. Okay. I'm going to get some tea. Oh, please, 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 be there, be there.
Surely you must have been wrong once or twice in your career.
One that I'm absolutely certain of.
Well, in my many years of practice, I've been wrong more than once, I'm afraid. So I accept the fact that doctors are human, therefore fallible.
Jim, if I brought these angiograms here to you, showed them to you, told you that they were for an unknown patient of mine, would you have the same reaction?
Yes, I would.
Are you sure of that? Because I don't think so. This is the first time you have questioned a diagnosis of mine and how I might treat it. Conclusion. Because it's your heart we're talking about here, my judgment is no longer esteemed, trustworthy, or objective. Now, isn't that right?
All right. I'll accept the possibility that that could be true.
Then I rest my case.
But I'm sure that there must have been people questioning your opinions from time to time, some of whom were not doctors. I just don't understand why you're making such an issue of this.
All right. I'll let you think about it tonight. Tomorrow morning, however, I think you'll realize that we've simply been wasting time. You have an acute coronary arterial deterioration, and you definitely do need surgery now, doctor. In the meantime, you might do at least one thing for yourself and take that damn medication 4 times daily. Religiously. Nothing. Carla, do me a favor. Call Anna and tell her that I'm afraid I'm going to have to meet her at Larry and Karen's place later tonight for dinner. I'm not going to get out of here much before 6:30.
Why? Is there some kind of emergency?
No, there's no emergency.
Jim, you haven't been feeling so well lately. If you have to go out tonight, why don't you leave now and get some rest?
Damn it, Carla. They tell me I'm chief of staff around here. I'm certainly entitled to opinion of my own. I don't need your medical advice.
I'm sorry. In the future, I'll keep my advice to myself.
Bonnie and Herman, the terrorists, are coming here. They're in Landview. That's all we know.
Oh, my God.
Look, there's a military plane waiting at the airport to take us to Canada.
Well, have you told anybody, Vicky or Joe, that we're leaving?
No, there hasn't been time. Pat, look, you've got to get upstairs and get... Wait a minute. Hello. Yes, so hold on. It's Ray Benedict. Yeah? What is it? I want the bartender. I want to pay the bill. How much? That's $2.50, sir. Keep the change. Thank you. You must be new around here. I'm Tony Lord. I own the place. And say, it's the 2nd anniversary, and I'd like to buy you all a drink. Not right now.
Sure? Everybody's got time for one drink.
Any good news, Pat? Hello? Yeah, she got here about 5 minutes ago. What's up? Oh, I see. Yeah, all right. All right, that gives us a little breathing room. Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right, we'll hurry. Right. See you later, Ray.
We're going to Washington?
No, Ray is waiting for us in Canada, but they had some trouble with the plane that we were originally scheduled to take.
Was it sabotage?
No, nothing like that. But the plane that we're going to take now won't be ready for takeoff until about 7 o'clock. But Ray wants us to get out of the house as quickly as possible. Pat, we've got to get going.
Paul, I wish you would at least tell me what's happened.
All right. They found a rental car about 60 miles outside of Landview that had been abandoned by Bonnie and Herman.
Well, how do they know that it was theirs?
Fingerprints.
You know, you said they wouldn't come after us with Rivers dead.
I know. I was wrong, but they are fanatical enough to do anything. That's why they're so dangerous. I mean, they'll try anything, they'll do anything if they believe in it. Rivers' death probably made them want to come after me even more. Pat, we've got to get going.
Okay.
Another drink right now. We have a 6 o'clock appointment.
Some other time.
Well, the offer's still good. Come back, all right?
Sure.
Charley, call the police, get through to Ed Hall, tell them to get over Pat's immediately. The terrorists are on their way.
Right.
Sniveling gonna go on, Becky Lee? Come on. We're married. Husband's got certain rights with his wife.
The only reason I'm your wife is I was forced into it. Just like I was forced into having sex with you. Don't I have any right?
What are you talking about, woman?
Oh, you don't understand. That's why I ran away from you. You won't ever understand. I got feelings.
You got too many of them. They're getting away. Just like they're getting away the life we had. You got to get rid of them.
Oh, and if I don't, you're going to beat them out of me, right?
You think I enjoy hurting you, don't you?
Yes.
That's just how little you know me, Becky Lee. You never cared for my feelings either. You spent all your time just pulling away from me and not listening to me, trying not to learn any more than you had to.
Well, all you ever do is snarl at me and threaten me. And force yourself on me whenever you want to.
Yeah. And all the time waiting. Just waiting for one little sign that you gave a damn. Or that you was just the tiniest bit happy so that I didn't have to worry about every time I come home whether you'd still be there or not. Becky, if I had gotten that sign, I could have relaxed. Things could have been a whole lot better for the both of us. Becky, it's up to you. Things can be better. It can be nice. We can have some fun. I can stop being so rough.
You love you. I won't ever love you.
But Becky, you never gave me a chance.
Well, what kind of a chance did I ever have? I was 14 years old, and you gave money to me. You gave money to my daddy for me, just like I was a slave. And that's what I was. I was forced into being a mother to boys, and they weren't even as old as I was. They was older. And then marrying me to a man I hardly even knew, 20 years older than I was. And you expect me to love you.
That ain't exactly how it come about.
Well, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm a woman. And I want my life back. And I'll take it back the same way you got it. I'll buy it. I'm going to work, and I'm going to make so much money, and I'm going to give it all to you just so you'll leave me alone. Okay? Can I buy my life back from you? Well?
Like I said, Becky Lee, you don't know me at all. Not at all. You see, the reason I went to your daddy and gave him money so he could fix it if we was married was just because I saw you in town a couple of days. And I still remember the first time I laid eyes on you. Just walking down the street, holding your little sister's hand. You was making her laugh. I couldn't hear what you said, but you'd say something, she'd laugh, then you'd laugh too. And I watched and I felt something. Becky, I felt something in here, something that I ain't felt not since I met my first wife. And the next time I happened to see you, I felt it again. And I knew. Becky Lee, I was in love with you. I was in love with you then, and I still am now.
That means you ain't ever gonna let me go, not even for money?
Not for nothing. I said till death us do part, and I meant it. See that you meant it too.
Well, I said it, but I didn't mean it. I didn't have no choice. You can't keep me here. You can't keep me on, no matter how hard you try.
You thinking about running out on me again, girl?
There's no way you can stop me.
No, that's right. Ain't no way I can stop you. But I'm gonna tell you, you run out on me again, I'm gonna find you again, just like I did this time.
Well, then I'll run away again.
Now, you listen to me, girl. You'll be in jail if it weren't for me. I could have gone to the police a long time ago about you.
Stop it, Luke.
Now, you want me to do that? That's what you want me to do?
Stop it.
Oh, now listen to me, girl. They'd love to hear about what you've done. You got blood on your hands, woman.
Please, no.
I lied for you. You'd be in jail for life if it weren't for me. This is how you pay me back by running out on me with some city type who ain't even dry behind the ears yet. Don't me, woman. Listen to me. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. You run out on me again. And I see that every cop in the country we're gonna hunt you down. You hear me, woman? You hear me?
I hear you.
50?
I thought it was a 5. No. Sorry.
Must be doing okay. I gotta get out of the office, Miss Burton.
Get rid of my problems. I'm trying to change. Don't you have any feelings for me? Don't you care about me at all? I have feelings?
You want to talk to me about feelings and caring? You want to talk about when we were in love? You want to talk about ruining someone's life, huh? All right, Karen, let's talk about that. Because I asked myself all the questions you're asking me now when I sat rotting in jail. Have you any idea what it's like to have nothing to do for 24 hours a day but sit and think? Karen, I loved you. Oh, I wondered about feelings. I wondered how you could turn state's evidence against me. I wondered how you could ruin my life. I wonder if you ever loved me.
I'm so sorry I had to do it.
I'm sorry too, Karen, but I have to do this. I'm not just being sarcastic. I have to do this because I need the money right now, and I have to do it because I'm still crazy angry inside. I'm hurt too. Karen, a part of me still loves you. But I need the money right now, and you're out hooking anyhow. So we become partners out of necessity. No, I don't want to hear it anymore. Now I'm delivering you to Joe Diamond's... No, I'm delivering you to inside his house so you don't pull any of those crazy tricks again. And don't cry. Save the tears for your husband. Save them for the rest of the world. Don't waste them on me. Add these to your collection. Hey, what's with the tears?
Never mind.
Somebody got rough with you. Who was it, Karen? I'll take care of him.
Yeah. You'll take care of everything.
I told you I wouldn't let anybody hurt you.
If anybody's hurting me, Marco, it's you. Ever since that first time you dragged me over to Joel, whatever his name was.
Diamond, honey. Joel Diamond. How can you forget a name like that, huh? Very important man to us.
He was a pig. They're all pigs.
What about your friend Talbot Huddleston, huh? He was different. He had a lot of class.
He makes me sick. They all make me sick.
Hey, what's with you today, Karen? Oh, I get it. You haven't felt sorry for yourself in a long time, so now you're putting on the act for me.
This is not an act. I want to know how long this arrangement is going to go on.
Take it easy. We're just getting in the swing of things now.
I want to talk to you. Let's go to a table. Doing this to me, and I guess maybe that I had it coming.
Oh, you guess maybe?
But haven't I suffered enough? Haven't I suffered enough for what I've done?
It's a good question. I have to answer that with a couple of questions, though. How long did I spend in prison because of you?
Huh? 6 months? How long have you and I had our little partnership now? Huh? Maybe a month and a half? Time flies when you're having fun.
Are you telling me that I just have to do this for 6 months?
I'm not saying any such thing.
Martin, we can't go on like this forever, and you know it now. Somebody is bound to find out.
Nobody's going to find out but your husband, and only if you do something stupid.
You have become a complete animal. You're not even doing this for revenge anymore. You've stooped lower than that.
Look, I can do without the editorial comments, okay?
Enough, Karen. Feelings. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Please. Come on. Come on, I came here to discuss business. Please. You all right?
Yes. I want to discuss business too. I want to make a deal with you.
You want to make a deal? You're in no position to make a deal, but you want to make a deal. That's believable.
Please listen to me.
All right, go ahead.
Money's the most important thing to you, right?
Here at 6. Not big, Kendall. No. Now, I tried to stall them, but they were in a big hurry. They had to be somewhere at 6 o'clock. Now, you're going to watch this whole place blow up before you believe me.
Silence.
Well, good. Now you people can get out of here.
Now, wait a minute. Now, there is something here that doesn't make sense.
Kendall, what are you talking about?
Oh, what is it?
You guys all right?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, take a look around the outside of the house.
All right, sir.
Well, what's up here? I get a call from Ray Benedict to take you guys to the airport, and then Tony, you said the terrorists are going to be here at 6?
Yeah, they were at my bar. I heard him say that.
All right, now that is what doesn't make any sense. That they would come out in the open like that and let you hear any of their plans.
But it wasn't that they told me. It was just that I put everything together.
Yeah, but they know their pictures are in the papers. They know they can't walk into a bar and just do that.
No one's in the immediate area, sir. Okay, thanks.
Ed, will you get these guys out of here?
Yeah. Come on, Paula.
Wait, there is something wrong here.
Oh, I'm scared.
We'll talk about it on the way to the airport. Come on. All right, now get ready. I want you guys on either side of them, all right?
All right, sir.
All right. Not you, Tony. You're not going to go.
Why not?
Because you'll just be in the way. They'll be all right. Don't worry.
Yes, come in.
May I bother you for a moment? I do have these letters I'd like you to sign.
Carla, I owe you an apology for what I let happen before.
Oh, no, of course you don't. You're perfectly right. I'm just your secretary. I'm not your doctor. I have no business telling you.
No, you're not just my secretary, and you know it. And I certainly know it. I'm afraid I forgot for a moment. There's something else bothering me, and Anyway, I am truly sorry.
Well, your apology is accepted, of course.
Thank you.
I've worked for you for so many years, and you're such a darling that I guess I got a little spoiled. I was a little shocked because I never heard you use that tone of voice before.
That's right. I was a little shocked myself, to tell you the truth.
Jim, apparently you've been under some kind of strain that I don't understand, but I guess I better cut this out before I get myself in trouble again.
Please go on. I promise you I'm through barking at people.
Jim, I care about you very much.
Thank you.
Obviously, something's going on that you don't want to talk about, but if you should want to talk about it, I just hope you're all right.
Here they come.
Kendall all right. Oh, I wish we had a rifle so we could pick him off now.
Get picked off ourselves? Things are working just the way you planned it, Bonnie.
Sure is. Won't be long now, Kendall. Danny?
Oh? Well, I do.
Wasn't expecting you until about 7.
No, I know. Well, Danny called.
Why?
Well, you weren't home. He wasn't feeling very well.
What's the matter?
He's got a little fever. He's asleep now.
Oh, I'm glad everything's all right. I'm sorry, I just couldn't get away from work, and I have so much to do before Ann and Jim come.
I called you at work today, Karen.
Oh, that's funny. I never got the message.
Yeah, I think it's funny, too. I told the operator. She said there's no one at work by your name. So.
You're kidding.
No, I had it checked several times. I told her you were one of the Huddleston models.
I spoke to Wendy on my break, and the same thing had happened to her earlier, and I called the personnel department, and I told them to fix it, and I guess that operator's just simply too dumb to put my name on the company list. I'll talk to her tomorrow, and I'll just tell her to fix it up so it won't happen again.
Want to know why I called?
Oh, yes, of course. Why did you?
Well, we've got another person coming for dinner tonight.
Oh, who?
Kathy.
You invited her?
No, not exactly. See, the thing is, I called Anna to invite her and Jim over, and she told me that Kathy was scheduled to come to their house for dinner, and couldn't very well back out of the invitation without a lot of people being feeling awkward and uncomfortable.
Yeah, but it's all right if I feel that way.
Come on now, you're not going to start this whole thing about Kathy again, are you?
No, I guess that if you were having a thing with her, that you would have gone out of your way to make sure that she didn't come to dinner.
Come on now, Karen, you're working yourself over nothing, you know that.
I don't like her, and I don't trust her. All right. Kathy is coming to dinner. At least Danny will be happy.
You going to have this attitude all night?
No. I just feel sorry for her, too.
Do me a favor. Don't feel sorry for her. Feel warm, hospitable to Anna and Jim and me. All right? Now, can I help?
Just as miserable as I am. Probably hate me. I don't blame you. But I love you. I love you so much.
That the way you spell your boyfriend's name these days?
I was calling the club. I was telling them I was on my way.
They already know that, Becky. I done told them. You just go on, get yourself all prettied up. I'll fix myself another drink. And then we both go on over there.
Wait.
You don't think I'm going to let you out of here by yourself, do you?
Luke, I know better than to try to run away again.
Well, now, appears to me you was listening a while ago. I'm right proud of you, Becky.
So you don't have to go on to the club with me.
I want to go. Oh, I hear you sing. Keep all them fans of yours from bothering. Wait a minute. Why are you so hell-bent on me not going with you?
I was just telling you didn't have to, that's all.
I know I don't have to. I want to know why you don't want me to.
Doesn't make any difference to me.
You lying to me, girl?
No, honest, I'm not.
Could be there's somebody over there you don't want me to see, is there?
No.
Somebody like that, their boyfriend?
No, I swear, Luke.
Well, now, we're just going to see if you're lying. Because ain't a team of horses could keep me from going on over there with you now. But I'm telling you, that boyfriend of yours show his face at the Blue Ridge Club, they're gonna be hell to pay.
This is the lounge where you'll be waiting. Now, this is the only door from inside the airport. That leads directly to the field. And only authorized personnel can go on the field, right? That's right. Okay, Joel, you stand outside that door there, right? Fritz, stand outside this door here, okay? Mr. Carson, when will that plane be ready for takeoff? In about 15 minutes. Well, if there's nothing more I can do for you... No, thanks, Mr. Carson. Are you okay?
A little shaky?
Yeah. Would you like a drink?
No, it's okay.
Well, it says nobody with authorized personnel can get out there on that field, but I'd feel a lot better if there was more security out there. You two be all right while I go check that out? Sure. Okay.
It has been too long. I really am rather sorry. You should have come over to our house. Well, I mean, now you're working full-time. It must be a little tiring to come home and whip up dinner parties. No, it's fine. I love it. And what about your job? You love that, too? Yes, I really do. I knew that when I told Larry that I wanted to get my own job and make my own money, that it would be good for me, and it really has been. Well, you always have loved beautiful clothes. Beautiful, expensive clothes. And this way I get to wear them and pretend they're mine for a little while, and, well, Larry doesn't yell at me about the bills. You wear real designer things? Oh, yes, all of them. That's very nice. Any particular style? I mean, is it casual or formal? Or... pretty much everything. For example, today I wore an after-swim outfit, and then I changed into a very elegant gown. It was really beautiful. Well, I must make a point of coming down to the showroom very soon and watching you. Oh, that must be Jim. I hope it is. I hate it when he works long hours and isn't feeling well.
Okay, and I'm sorry if I'm late.
Oh, no. Not at all.
Hello, sweetie.
Hi, darling. How do you feel?
I'm fine. You look exceptionally pretty tonight.
Thank you, Jim.
That's because she's so happy with her new job.
Oh.
I don't know where Larry is. I don't know where he disappeared to. Larry! Jim's here. Jim, what can I get you a drink?
Oh, just a little ginger ale, that's all.
All right, excuse me.
All right, Jim, I just tacked up Danny. And how you feeling? Good. All right, I'm glad to hear that. Well, can I get anyone in?
Yeah. Would you get us some more ice?
Sure will. Thank you, Candace.
I hope we're all hungry. I have a very big dinner planned.
Oh, yes, I'm starved, and I'm sure Jim is, too.
Oh, that'll be Kathy. Excuse me. Jim, what are those pills?
They're just aspirin, honey. I have the beginnings of a chief of staff headache. That's all.
We'll be out of this very soon, Pat.
It's just so frightening.
Yeah, I know. Look, when we're free and clear, you remind me to sit you down and apologize for putting you through all this.
Please, come on. It's not your fault. You shouldn't even think like that.
Well, nevertheless, I promise you this, that I will make this up to you somehow. You don't seem to understand. Look, I'm flying that plane out there, and this is the only way through.
And I've got my orders.
So have I. And that plane doesn't leave without it. So, what's it going to be?
Okay.
Hello, Kendall. Long time no see.
Yeah, is that so hard to believe?
Yes! I mean, no. Well, I mean, yes. I mean, you went away on a vacation and you came back married.
Yeah.
Why Canada?
Oh, well, we didn't want to wait for the blood test and the standard waiting period here, so we got a minister to waive the 3-day waiting period up there anyway. The rest is history.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, Jeffy Pooh. Oh, congratulations and a million years of happiness.
Grazie. Listen, is Rick around? I want to tell him all about it, too.
Haven't the foggiest. I was just on my way to look for him myself. He's been here all night. He had an emergency.
Hi, Bobby. Hi. Oh, welcome back, Dr. Weber. How was your vacation?
Thank you, Bobby. My vacation was spectacular.
Terrific.
Hi, Jesse.
Hello, Jeff. You look like a new man.
Thank you, I am.
Bobby, did Rick get my message?
No, I'm sorry. It's still here. I haven't seen him.
Oh, Leslie, he called from the desk a little while ago. He left about 20 minutes ago, and he's gone for about an hour.
Really?
Jesse, did he say where he was going?
No, I didn't. That's strange. Must have been something terribly important. Wonder where he is.
Hey, Rick, it's really good to see you. I just got in about a half an hour ago from New York. I was going to give you a call.
I got a couple things to talk about, too.
Yeah, sure. Listen, how about if I get us a cup of coffee or something?
Monica saw you last night when you met with Pearson to give him the deeds.
What? But I don't even know what you're talking
You know what I'm talking about, David? Maybe I ought to call you by your alias, William Slattery.
I mean, some crazy kind of story that Monica Weber's giving you about me?
Monica saw you last night. She saw you take the check and give him the deeds.
Come on, Rick. You know Monica's had it in for me for a long time. Ever since she first spilled the beans to me about the housing people moving here.
It's not just Monica's story. Harvey Pearson was there. He confirmed it. I mean, you fit his description to a T, right down to your phony smile.
Come on, now, wait. Look, what's going on here? Will you just calm down?
Knock it off, David. I know the truth, so cut the double talk. It doesn't work anymore.
The truth?
That's right.
The truth, obviously. Oh, yes, you know the truth, all right. You're willing to listen to some hogwash story that Monica Weber's giving you from some guy named Pearson I've never even heard about. And you call that friendship?
You don't know what the word means.
What do you mean I don't know what the word means?
That's right,
What are
you
you
don't.
talking about? My friend, I never thought that I would see the day when somebody like Monica Weber could come between you and me, huh? Rick, don't you know that she would do anything to get close to you? She does not care who she'll walk over.
Now, you cut it out about Monica. She saw through you from the very beginning. I didn't because I was too busy defending you.
Hey, Rick, give me that. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, Port Charles Development Company, per William Slattery. standing here holding us. And I still don't believe it. Now, you were my friend. Why did you do it?
Why? Well, I'll tell you what, my friend. Think you just better take another look at that little check, huh? That's $6.5 million there.
Oh, that money's yours.
Well, maybe not all of it. Sure, I had a few investors. But believe me, my good old buddy, I made a big bundle on this deal.
No, you didn't. Harvey Pearson talked to the farmers you bought the land from. You pay your investors off and you end up with nothing. Now, David, just tell me why you did it.
Why? Because I'm sick and tired of being a loser, that's why. Because I wanted to be successful, that's why. Because, Rico, old buddy, I wanted to watch you squirm.
What are you talking about?
Really had you going there for a while, didn't you? I mean, you were worried, weren't you, pal, huh? Didn't know if everything was going to turn out exactly the way everything has for you in your life, had you? I mean, you didn't know if your little cardiac wing was going to work out if you were going to get your big promotion, huh? Really had you going there, didn't I, old buddy, huh? Finally had the pleasure of watching the big Rick Weber sweat it out.
It was worth all this to you?
Yes. Yes, it was worth all this to me, absolutely. Let me tell you something. You see this check? Check $6.5 million. If this were all mine, you know what, Rico? I would gladly spend every dime of it just to see all your dreams go up in smoke.
You must really hate me.
Hate you? Hating you isn't even the word for it. I have hated you ever since I first laid my eyes on you. Ever since you drove that little car up to the dorm, you know, the one that Daddy bought you to go to college in? Huh? Oh, boy. I mean, you had it all, didn't you? I mean, you had everything. You had all the women just falling at your feet. You had the best clothes, the best looks, and the best grades. What did I end up with, huh? Me, what did I end up with, huh? Nothing. Nothing but your lousy leftovers.
It's not true, David, and you know it. You got yourself expelled from school on my neck. Yeah, that Shirley, you know, you're being pregnant and my fault.
Come on now. Don't tell me. You're still kidding yourself about that, huh? That was my baby that Shirley was carrying. I just had to go to you with that phony story so we could hit you up for a couple $100 for the abortion. Yeah, that's right. And let me tell you something, everything would have worked out real good for me. The only thing is she caught me playing around with somebody else. So she turned me into the dean. And that, my friend, is why I got expelled. Not trying to save you.
All those years that I don't believe it.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something.
A lie.
Yes, it was a lie, all right? And all those years, you know, I've lived with your leftovers. And all those years, I've just been waiting for a chance to even the score with you for Judy.
Judy? What?
Yes, Judy. Judy, my wife. You remember her? She couldn't have you, so she took me on the rebound. Figured out that maybe having your best friend was the next best thing she could have to having you.
You're crazy, David.
Oh, yes, I'm crazy, all right, I'm crazy. You know what it was like for me, huh?
You're sick.
You know what it was like for me, living with a woman that I loved all those years?